Good day everyone. Today I will be talking about advancing in Asian regionalization, a topic that highlights the growing unity, cooperation, and shared progress among Asian nations. Asia, as we all know, is the world's largest and most culture and fast-growing economies, but beyond our diversity lies a common goal to build a more connected, peaceful, and progressive Asia through regionalization. First, let's understand what regionalization means. Regionalization refers to the process of forming stronger connections among neighboring countries politically, economically, socially, and culturally. In Asia, this means nations working together to address shared challenges like trade, security, climate change, and development. It's about promoting unity, namely diversity, respecting differences, while strengthening partnerships. Organizations like the Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN, the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC, and the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or SAARC play key roles in this process. This group encourage countries to cooperate on trade, technology, education, and sustainable growth. So why is advancing regionalization important for Asia? First, economic growth. By cooperating, Asian countries can expand trade and investment, allowing goods, services, and technology to flow more freely across borders. For example, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership or RCEP, signed in 2010, became the world's largest, signed in 2020, become the world's largest free trade agreement connecting 15 Asia Pacific nations. Second, political stability and peace. By cooperating, Asian countries can expand trade and investment, allowing goods, services, and technology to flow more freely across borders. Regional cooperation encourage dialogue and mutual respect among nations, reducing tensions and preventing conflicts. Through regional forums, leaders can solve disputes peacefully and promote security for all. Third, cultural and social development. Regionalization allows people to people exchange in education, tourism, arts, and culture. Student exchange programs, cultural festivals, and collaborative research strengthen our sense of shared Asian identity. However, advancing Asian regionalization is not without challenges. Asia is home to countries with different political systems, economic levels, and cultural backgrounds. Territorial disputes, trade inequalities, and historical tensions sometimes slow down cooperation. Another challenge is balancing national interests with regional goals. Some nations prioritize their own development and security first, which can create disagreements in regional policies. But despite these obstacles, progress continues thanks to diplomacy, dialogue, and mutual understanding. To truly advance in regionalization, Asian nations must strengthen trust and collaboration. First, by promoting inclusive economic growth that benefits both developed and developing members. Second, by investing in digital transformation, education, and green technology to prepare for the future. Third, by encouraging youth participation in cultural exchange so the next generation continue the spirit of unity. And lastly, by supporting peace, democracy, and respect for sovereignty, which are the foundations of lasting cooperation. In conclusion, advancing in Asian regionalization is not just about economic agreements or political alliances, it's about building a shared vision for the future, a future where Asian nations stand together as one region, diverse yet united, competitive yet compassionate, and proud of both their individual and collective identities. As Asia continues to rise on the global stage, our unity will be our greatest strength. Together we can advance not just as separate nations, but one but as one strong, connected, and resilient Asia.